Now he's at the top of your screen. Backfield emptied out for Garoppolo across the middle, and is caught a bang on the tight end George Kittle, but he hangs on. His first catch of the year. 1st and 20 after the penalty. Broncos bring 4, but Garoppolo protected. Kittle across the middle. Penalty yardage plus a couple back.
Daniel Brunskill still at right guard in place of Spencer Burford, the rookie. And this one is caught over the middle, and that is catch and target number 1 for Kittle.
He's ready to get going.
Making his 50th career NFL start. Double tight end set to open up, dump it off, and they get Kittle involved right away.
Always around the ball.
No Jeremy Chin, he's on IR. No Xavier Woods today. Garoppolo lofts it up, hauled in. George Kittle has got a first down.
It takes on the pressure off of number 19, Deebo Samuel.
3rd and 7. Brendel snaps it. Garoppolo hangs in there. On time. George Kittle with a contested catch and a first down for San Francisco. 3rd and 10. Garoppolo feeds it to Kittle. And Carolina gets to him quickly. Initial hit from Dante Jackson.
It's a 3rd down and 1 with Samuel in motion. Handoff up the middle. It's going to be close for Jeff Wilson. Ball came out. Oh, it's picked up by Terrell. And it is touchdown. A scoop and score. A.J. Terrell. And it was poked out by Troy Anderson. Wilson's been the bell cow without Elijah Mitchell. This drive starting just in front of the 20. And swing it, George Kittle. Good things generally happen with the ball in his hands, and that's why he's as physical of a tight end as you're going to find in the NFL. Gets across the 25 before being halted by Rashaan Evans. Garoppolo, get it to Kittle, and he gives some breathing room, fighting for extra yardage near the first down. Lamb has dealt with injuries throughout the game as Garoppolo evades and completes another one to Kittle as he's tripped up just shy of the 25.
Been in an oxygen tent trying to get these guys healthy because
Garoppolo, another one for Kittle, and he's upended as he crosses the 30. Garoppolo, Kittle plows through, and that'll do it. A dominant effort on both sides of the football for the Atlanta Falcons.
Big old left tackle right here. He makes everything go, run and pass.
Garoppolo, a lot of time over the middle. He's got it. George Kittle up across midfield. 4-man rush. Garoppolo to Kittle over the middle. First down, George Kittle. As Gay there on the tackle. Garoppolo over the middle. Kittle's wide open into Chiefs territory and down to the 45. One sliver of sunshine. I don't know if that got in his eyes. 3rd and 10. Garoppolo going end zone. Caught for the touchdown. Kittle.
Jimmy Garoppolo just says, hey, I'm going to give my guy a chance. Kittle goes up, competes for the ball, and comes down.
Pressure, set up a screen going the other way. And why not? As Kittle breaking tackles, George Kittle doing what he does out to the 34. 4-man rush. Garoppolo right over the middle. It's Kittle, who's wide open and puts the shoulder down and grinds his way down to the 35, right over Taylor Rapp. Garoppolo rolling, looking, throwing, caught for the touchdown, George Kittle.
You see Kittle, he's just going to run a simple over route, and they just drop the coverage. Rapp tries to get some depth.
3rd and 12. Garoppolo across the middle for Kittle. Got it, hung on. First down and more. A little spark they needed. First down since the opening quarter.
Quick throw out to his left. Kittle, first down. Zach Allen had pressure, and Garoppolo able to get it away for 7 yards. Third down and 3. Garoppolo will float it. He's got Kittle. And Kittle is gone for the touchdown. And there is a physical nature to this 49er team on both sides of the ball that stands out. Here's Kittle. George Kittle. Touchdown 49ers. Well, this is a nice play, obviously, by Garoppolo and Kittle, but this is embarrassing for the Arizona Cardinals. At the end of this play, I mean, he's wide open, but at the end, how Antonio Hamilton.
Christian McCaffrey motioning into the backfield on first down and 10 for San Francisco, up 3-0 in the first. The play fake, Garoppolo finds Kittle. Here's George Kittle on the run, tripped up at a 30-yard line. They're down in 6, Garoppolo to the sideline. Kittle with a juggling catch and a first down.
We saw it late today in New York. Giants and Commanders, some big decisions for those head coaches, and what ended a tie. Got rid of this one as he was hit and found Kittle. What a throw from Brock Purdy, who had Jalen Phillips all over him from the start. Play action. Purdy has Kittle. First down, San Francisco, beating Jerome Baker by just enough.
It's Brock Purdy's show, making his NFL starting debut, and he's back to pass, avoiding a sack over the middle. It's Kittle. He's got a first down, and he's into Tampa Bay territory, and you could see early on George Kittle has been the go-to guy here, his third catch.
Fake toss, 2 fake tosses, and then to Kittle over the middle. Touchdown, San Francisco. He faked it to McLeod, he faked it to McCaffrey, and then hits Kittle over the middle. Tell me this guy doesn't look like he's in his 7th year in the league.
What's going to happen with Deebo Samuel out? Well, you got Ray McLeod right here going in motion, and now you're going to set up a little fake. Now we're going to pull the lineman. Everybody's expecting they're going to throw that draw, and great job of patience by Kittle.
Yeah, Samuel hurting his ankle last week. Didn't know how long he'd be out. Shanahan said 3-ish weeks is how he put it. Kittle. George Kittle out to the 48-yard line. Michael Jackson with the tackle there. Purdy. Great protection, and wide open is Kittle. Roaming free. Diggs can't take him down. Nobody else can, and it's a touchdown.
Watch what happens with Purdy. He looks to the right. He wants to go to the slant. Wosu drops, so he comes back all the way to his left. Busted coverage. And because he's able to work through those progressions with great time, he finds who else? George Kittle, who knows how to make people miss, and let alone when you bust in coverage like this, he's going to find a way to get that.
Third down and 7. Williams the block at the left tackle, and downfield they go. Kittle on the fly. First down inside the 25.
That defensive line switched to Jeff Skedina as the defensive line coach. He's done an outstanding job with that group up front.
Good point. 3rd and 4. Brunskill a block, going deep. Purdy's got him! Touchdown! Kittle and the lead. A 34-yard laser.
Going down the middle of the field. Watch him going down the middle of the field and keep an eye on the safety. You have to have awareness with George Kittle in the middle of the field, and nobody locks him up. And great recognition by Purdy to realize trailing by 7 going for it, but that's why they call him Riverboat Ron. He's going to make those decisions and believe in it.
2nd down 9, the fake and the fire. It's Kittle getting a block downfield, and a good one it was by Jennings. He's in again. He cannot be stopped. 33-yard catch and run touchdown. George Kittle has scored for the 4th time in 2 games.
Well, nobody's going to cover him. It's just a bootleg out to the left. And Kittle very similar to the touchdown a week ago when he was able. Just getting better and stronger.
2nd down 10. And down to the 6. Purdy. Time, throw, caught, Kittle, 1 roll. He got the 1st down. He did not get the touchdown, but Kittle has come up big again.
Bite of food you can imagine, and they've shown every type of play.
2nd down and 12. Brock Purdy checks it short to Kittle. Kittle able to reverse his field and get positive yardage to the 40-yard line. For an update, we check in with Laura. Stays with a San Francisco 49er. Purdy with all day to throw, checks it down short. Kittle breaks out of 1 tackle and then powers forward to the 15-yard line. 9-yard pickup, 3rd and goal, empty backfield.
See if we get that chip again.
Purdy spins out of the pocket, throwing back of the end zone. It's caught, and the toe tap by George Kittle gives the 49ers the lead.
No way. 3 49ers in the area. There he goes with the lob.
2nd and goal. Purdy, end zone throw. Oh, a fingertip catch. George Kittle has a 49er touchdown. Seasons passing, moving ahead of Travis Kelce at the moment.
Yeah, we were asking him in the meeting, like, what feels best to you? You know, getting the flat back blocks. You say, yeah, I like that, but like catching them touchdowns too, and does a nice job not just pulling that thing in there.
I call him a walk-in Hall of Famer, meaning the minute he's eligible, he can hit right in. And Kittle has it for a 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. See if Mason gets his chance. Fake to him. Purdy throws, end zone, catch, he holds on, and that is another George Kittle touchdown. He had 5 touchdowns against Arizona in the last 2 games. What was ruled was overturned, and it's another opportunity.
Turnover margin 4-0 in their favor in the 2 games. 2nd and 10. 4-man rush. Time to throw. He's got Kittle. Kittle steps out of a tackle. Turns the corner for a 1st down. No bigger Brock Purdy fan than George Kittle, is there?
And Ayuk, McCaffrey. I mean, you've got to find a way to keep everybody happy.
Deep drop for Purdy. He's given all day. Lets it fly for George Kittle. They found a soft spot in that defense a few times today. This time for 23 yards. It's a throw. It is George Kittle, and they got it. Size advantage at Kittle at 6'4", 250 on the 6-foot Mike Jackson. Brock Purdy's feeling it again.
Chemistry that these guys have built down in the red zone. And just, like you said, Joe, that's a physical mismatch right there.
Ahead of the chains for that play-action passing game.
Purdy on the fake, fires. It's a perfect throw to Kittle down the seam. And a 1st down, San Francisco.
Well, right on cue.
Well, he's going to take 1 play. Purdy, a lot of room now. Odin up over the middle. Oh, what a catch by Kittle. Are you kidding? George Kittle.
It's the cardinal rule. You never throw the ball back across the middle of the field. But in this case, George, I'm not just happy to occupy this job for these couple weeks. Like, in his mind, he is the future of this organization.
Purdy back to throw. Rifles one to Kittle, and a good throw and catch and a 1st down. Kittle up to the 42. Purdy's going to throw over the middle, and he's got Kittle. Why not for a 1st down up across the 40?
Yeah, it's smart. You throw because the clock's stopping on the 2-minute warning no matter what. That's really smart.
Going to throw it on 1st down. Standing over the middle, George Kittle right on target. Kittle had a monster game last week. Pressure coming. Johnson lets one fly. He's got a completion, and there is Kittle. Makes the catch. And a 1st down for the 49ers.